Hi, I'm Eddie of Eddie's Reef Coral. Today's weekly video is going to be on the Favites Pentagona, in other words, war coral. I have it placed down here. I'm going to talk, people that follow me know the routine. I go ahead and I do my own little research. I do bullet points, and then I go ahead and I do a briefly discussion about the care requirements of the coral. I hope you enjoy it, find it interesting, but before, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up, and smash that notification bell. So let's take a deep dive into it and check it out. Okay, so here we are in front of the coral. As you notice, I had to adjust the camera settings. It's on a shade area, which I'll go into it right now and talk about when I talk, about the placement. But let's get started. Okay, it's called a war coral in common names, but the actual name is Favites Pentagona. Favites Pentagona. It's known as a red-green war coral, and it's also called larger star coral. Now, of course, the type of this coral is a LPS type coral, and these corals can be found encrusting around a rock structure, with sometimes forming into a column type construction. Now they are semi-aggressive with sweeper tentacles that extend for feeding purposes, usually during the night, looking for food in the water column. Now when it comes to placement, this type of coral needs a shady area on an exposed rock or ledge. Thus, placing should be on the lower quadrant of your reef, giving distance between other corals due to the swiper tentacles. And if you notice here, if you look at the previous shot, the whole tank, you'll see that I have it on the lower quadrant of the tank. And like I mentioned, these corals should be placed on a shady area, not with, being bombarded with constant lights. Now, when it comes to flow, I found out that they do good in moderate flow. Then when it comes to feeding, well, these type of corals, being an LPS, but in general, feeding your whole reef, excuse me, you should feed microplankton type foods and also brine shrimp, excuse me, few times during the week, and better at night, of course. Now, these foods that I'm referring to is what I actually feed my whole reef tank, which is PhytoFeast, OsyterFeast, and then on the Wednesdays I feed the Reef Roids. And the difficulty level, I found out it's easy. It's an easy to keep coral. It tends to grow in favorable condition in most of the reef aquariums, and it's great for either beginners or advanced reef hobbyists. So before I stop the video, end the video, and shoot like a generalized video, shall we call it, as you notice, like I mentioned before, it is on a shaded area. Now, I feed the coral 3 times a week with the remaining also corals that are here. And I feed it during the day. But when the lights start to ramp down, I go and I check. I even have a magnifying glass, and I don't see the feelers come out. So that might be that I really, to see that would be in the deep type of the night. And then possibly I'd be able to appreciate the feeder tentacles coming out. Okay, this is just a section of the tank, the middle upper right hand side, and I thought I'd show you guys out there how these specific corals are doing. As you notice, this leather coral is beautiful. Now lately it's kind of like, as you notice, it's growing sideways towards the left, because the MP10 on the left hand side, it shoots towards the right, and then it does like a circular motion when it hits the glass, and then it bounces back. So apparently that's what's happening. I'm assuming, And then on the right, the hammer coral right over here, that's doing great. It's opening exponentially and it is happy. So I thought I'd show you guys that. And then I'm going to go to another section of the tank. And here's a complete shot of the actual tank. And if you notice down there, there's that little war coral right down over here. There you go. So this is a full screen shot. This is how it looks as of today, the 9th of August. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, found it educational, interesting, and fun. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash that notification icon. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, happy reefing, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.